Welcome to CognitionChunks. This is Polyphonic Playground, skills you need as an intermediate Mellotronist. Asking things an intermediate Mellotron player should be familiar with. Follow-up episodes will go into these steps in further detail. The Mellotron, an early keyboard instrument that generates sounds through the use of tape loops, has its own unique set of techniques, history, and mechanics. From an intermediate player's perspective, the following are 50 things that set apart my level of expertise from that of a beginner. Technical know-how. 1. Tape timing, understanding the 8-second limit of each tape loop and how to maximize it. 2. Key pressure, skill in applying varying pressure on the keys to modify tone. 3. Key release technique, mastery over releasing keys to create a particular decay effect. Sound manipulation. 4. Blend controls, the nuances of using the instrument's blend feature for layered sounds. 5. Pitch control, advanced control over pitch by using the tuning knob. 6. Tape wear, understanding how the condition of the tapes affects the sound. Mechanical understanding. 7. Tape reversal, the ability to flip tapes for reversed playback. 8. Basic maintenance, understanding tape alignment, cleaning, and tension adjustment. 9. Troubleshooting, skills in diagnosing and fixing common mechanical issues. Genre techniques. 10. Psychedelic modulation, techniques for psychedelic and other vintage genre sounds. 11. Orchestral simulation, skill in mimicking orchestral instruments effectively. 12. Classic rock riffs, familiarity with classic Mellotron riffs used in rock. Artistic aspects. 13. Dynamic range, a greater understanding of the Mellotron's dynamic limitations and how to work around them. 14. Tonal nuances, an ear for the subtle tonal differences between Mellotron models. 15. Sustain and release, mastery in manipulating the natural sustain and release of the instrument. Performance techniques. 16. Volume swells, technique in executing volume swells to create atmospheric sounds. 17. Melodic runs, more advanced melodic sequences than what a beginner might execute. 18. Rhythmic patterns, ability to create more complex rhythmic arrangements. Live setup. 19. Amplification, advanced knowledge of how to mic or line out a Mellotron on stage. 20. Feedback control, strategies for controlling and utilizing feedback in a live setting. 21. Stage positioning, understanding the best position for a Mellotron in different live settings. Signal routing. 22. External effects, proficiency in routing the Mellotron through external effects units. 23. MIDI capabilities, understanding any available MIDI capabilities, if the Mellotron model supports it. Recording techniques. 24. Multi-tracking, advanced techniques for layering Mellotron in a recording. 25. DI versus miking, knowing when to use direct input or miking for recording. History and models. 26. Mellotron models, in-depth knowledge of various models and their differences. 27. Historical context, understanding the historical significance of the Mellotron in popular music. Theoretical understanding. 28. Chord voicings, more advanced knowledge of chord structures suitable for Mellotron. 29. Scale choices, understanding which scales work well with Mellotron sounds. Setup and gear. 30. Calibration, how to calibrate the instrument for optimal performance. 31. Power requirements, understanding the unique power needs of a Mellotron. DAW integration. 32. virtual Mellotrons, knowledge about software-based Mellotron plugins. 33. Layering in DAW, combining Mellotron recordings with other instruments in a DAW. Improvisation. 34. Live looping, techniques for effective live looping, if applicable. 35. Improvisational scales, choice of scales for improvisation. Other keyboard skills. 36. Crosshand technique, ability to perform more complicated arrangements involving both hands. 37. Double stops, techniques for striking two or more keys to play intervals or chords. Professional skills. 38. Session etiquette, knowing how to behave in a studio or session environment. 39. Music reading, ability to read sheet music, if applicable. 40. Networking, being aware of the importance of industry connections. Advanced learning. 41. Video analysis, studying concert footage or instructional videos for advanced techniques. 42. Online resources, utilizing online tutorials or forums for new tips and tricks. Miscellaneous. 43. Tape saturation, understanding the impact of tape saturation on the Mellotron sound. 44. Instrument weight, knowledge of how to safely move and transport the instrument. 45. Power supplies, awareness of the importance of quality power supplies. 46. Heritage preservation, understanding the importance of preserving the instrument for its historical value. 47. Restoration skills, basic abilities to restore deteriorating components. 48. Software updates, keeping the Mellotron firmware updated, if it's a digital model. 49. Personal expression, developing a unique playing style or signature sound. 50. Oral training, the ability to transcribe or play back heard Mellotron parts by ear. As an intermediate Mellotron player, I not only play but also interact with the instrument in a multidimensional manner. The tape-based nature offers a tactile experience, blending mechanics with musicality. It's a journey through time as well, as I engage with sounds that have a rich history and context, from the Beatles to King Crimson and beyond. The Mellotron serves as a bridge between technology and artistry, and mastering it is both a technical and creative pursuit. Well, there you have it, CognitionChunks. From the knobs to the keys, from the vintage sounds to modern applications, we've dissected the Mellotron layer by layer. If you thought this episode was just going to be another tutorial on pressing keys, you were gloriously mistaken. Today, we entered the polyphonic playground that is the Mellotron, a symphony in a box, if you will. Its history is as rich as its tones, a spectacular blend of mechanical ingenuity and musical innovation that has evolved over decades. The Mellotron isn't just an instrument, it's an entire orchestra at your fingertips. Who knew that the Mellotron had such a storied history, right from the Beatles to contemporary electronic music? Intermediate Mellotron players should now have a deeper understanding of not just how to play, but how to evoke specific emotional responses from their audience. We delved deep into techniques like pitch bending, tone blending, and layering that make the Mellotron a uniquely versatile instrument. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. An intermediate Mellotron player doesn't just replicate sounds, they create soundscapes, moods, and atmospheres. And today, you learned how to step up your game, from understanding the techie side of it, like tape heads and looping, to mastering the more subtle, artistic aspects of playing. Thank you to all our expert guests who enriched this episode and expanded our sonic horizons. And let's not forget that dose of nerdy humor sprinkled throughout the episode, because learning should never be boring, right? If this episode struck the right chord with you, Don't forget to hit that like button. Share it with anyone who you think would enjoy this multifaceted journey into the world of Mellotrons. And if you haven't subscribed to CognitionChunks yet, what are you waiting for? Tap that subscribe button and be a part of our ever-expanding universe of engaging, informative content. Until next time, keep your Mellotron in tune, your creativity boundless, and your thirst for knowledge unquenchable. Stay polyphonic, CognitionChunkers. Until our next musically inclined rendezvous, signing off. Was this accurate? Did GPT just make up a bunch of stuff that does not exist or does not make sense? Find out next time in the CognitionChunks follow-up.